everyone, it's Calvin Magpie 24/7 and I hope you're all good. West Ham 1, Newcastle United 5 in... Wow. I mean, when you say 5-1, if you're a Sunderland fan, I mean, why would you be watching if you're a Sunderland fan anyway? But if you're watching 5-1, it's a very familiar scoreline, but I've never seen we win a game 5-1 and it flattered us so much because it was parts of that game where West Ham were genuinely the better side. But you know what, you take it. Like when you're fighting for the top four and the opposition are just willing to give you goals, you take it. You take it, and it's a really solid win for Newcastle, like a 5-1 win away from home, just absolutely clinical in front of goal. West Ham didn't take the chances at all. We were 2 goals up in 10 minutes and everything was smooth sailing, really. But even then, West Ham started the game well. We hit them against the run of play. Callum Wilson scores a header, does the Macarena in front of the home end. Hilarious. Great start. And then ball goes through. Great ball by Shea. Terrible defending by West Ham as Emerson keeps Joe Linton onside. I think even Joe Linton thought he was offside. But Joe Linton back in the team, which is great. You know, like Eddie made 2 changes. Wilson, Joe Linton. They both scored 2 goals apiece. Great. You couldn't ask for more from 2 substitutions. Um, with 2 changes in a game. But yeah, like first 10 minutes, Joe Linton goes around Fabianski and gets the goal. Wilson, free header. And there's 2 gifts. But obviously West Ham get their goal before half time through Zuma from the header. Lock up your cats because Zuma's about. But yeah, we're getting to half time 2-1. And I was actually quite worried at this point because they were getting a lot of joy through Target and Dan Burn. I thought as we did play really well, but I thought Dan Burn was atrocious. He was. I love Dan Burn, don't get us wrong, but I thought he was absolutely diabolical last night. Didn't think he played well at all. I seen a comment on Twitter saying he looked like he'd won a competition. He was that bad. But when you win 5-1, you can forget about that, I suppose. Um, but I was feeling a bit tense going into the second half, thinking it's a big half, we can do it, but been we haven't been great. West Ham had like a couple of instances of better play, but second half, literally just making me cup on that. I come out, Murphy has the ball and he squares it to Wilson, um, to 3-1, no bother, and I see half the replay back and West Ham gift were a third goal. The goalkeeper plays it out to Ergaard, who made an amazing tackle at St James's early on the season. Um, Decides to just sit on the ball basically and let Murphy tackle him. Great press by Jacob Murphy. I seen a stat that every time he started, Newcastle have won 9 and only drawn 1, which was at Old Trafford this season. So I've been one of Murphy's biggest critics, but I kind of fault that record. To be fair, if Newcastle are gonna win 9 out of 10 games and Murphy has to play every week, to play him every week. You know what I mean? 9 out of 10 games, fucking brilliant form. But yeah, it's just yeah, to be given a goal like that, and it gets worse for West Ham because the fourth goal, I have no like a long ball from Bruno, who I thought was excellent last night as well. The 2 defenders are in line with Isak, but Isak might have just got ahead of them. But even then, they would have been in a position where they would have been able to like stand in front of him and defend. Fabianski runs past the ball, and Isak just chips it over and puts his hands on his hips as the ball's going into the net. Very class. I love it. I absolutely love like the just the aura of absolute cockiness and like I just love it. It's just top tier shit house where you stand with your hands on your hips as the ball trickles into the back of the net alongside the goalkeeper. I used that picture and used the caption of when you're waiting for the metro after, because if you live in the northeast, you know as well as me, like metros are fucking useless. But Anyway, that's a different video for a different YouTube channel, I think. But you never know. But yeah, comfortable, smooth sailing. West Ham I think by then West Ham's heads had just completely dropped. Nothing really went their way. Because any time we went forward, we punished them, we scored. Um, Either that or they gifted were a goal. It was just one of them. But a couple of minutes to go, Joe Linton goes on an amazing run, buries it in the bottom right hand corner in 5-1. Just like towards the end of the second half, we obviously really showed what dominance. Our second half performance was just West Ham didn't have a look in. We needed to go up a gear to just see the game out and make sure we got the 3 points, and we made it really comfortable. Like if, as good of a performance or as good of a result as you could get, and it's very rare I can come onto these videos and be like Newcastle didn't get out of second gear and won 5-1. Like, weird to say, very weird to say, but yeah, fucking great to say. Like, if you're not having a 10 out of 10 performance and winning 5-1, you're doing something right. Do you know what I mean? But absolutely brilliant. Defensively, I thought were really good. The only but mistake we really made was Dan Burn made a couple of errors, and obviously the corner kick as well that conceded the goal. But other than that, I thought Trippier was absolutely phenomenal. I thought Botman was brilliant. Share was brilliant. The midfield, Joe Linton, great to see him back into the team and back in the goals. Bruno just completely ran the show. I seen that they took an assist off him, because Fabianski obviously as he ran past the ball, it hit his leg. I think Bruno should get that assist. It was a great ball. Um, Sean Sean won't get all the plaudits, but I thought he ran really well. Made meaningful runs, didn't make many mistakes. He's starting to cut them out of his game, and I know people are like, there's some people who are not for Sean Longstaff, but Eddie trusts him, and if Eddie trusts him, then so do I. You know what I mean? Like, I fully trust the manager to get it right, and Sean is obviously doing it right in the middle. Otherwise, he wouldn't be getting selected because there is options off the bench. You've got Willock, who was rested for a hamstring problem. Wilson was brought in for Isak, but like Wilson obviously scores 2 goals and actually had his best game since before the World Cup. He loves West Ham, does Callum Wilson, but yeah, really good performance from Newcastle. Jacob Murphy as well, as I said before, with the record, brilliant. He's playing really well. I've slated him at some points this season, I have, and he's really proven a lot of people wrong at the minute since he's came into the team. Newcastle have been a hell of a lot better for it, so fair play to him. Really happy with the result. Um, but yeah, we'll remain third. We've got a game in hand on Tottenham and 3 points ahead of Tottenham. And they're mainly who I'm looking at because obviously we all want to finish above Man United because we don't like Man United, but Tottenham of Tottenham are the team that are trying to catch us in the Champions League spots and would love to get into the Champions League, but there's still a lot of football to be played, starting with Brentford at the weekend. So hopefully we can carry the momentum into the weekend. It's a tough game at Brentford. Brentford have like been very formidable at home, so it'll be interesting to see how we do. But yeah, fucking brilliant performance from Newcastle. Sorry, a brilliant result and a great performance as well. Why not? It just makes it look totally hypocritical from what I've talked about. But yeah, get your comments in. Let us know who your man of the match was. I'm gonna say mine was in fact, mm, my man of the match. I don't know who we're gonna go for. We'll give it to Wilson. I think he showed great finishing. Basically second home, West Ham away. Because every time he goes there, he makes himself at home and just makes West Ham hate him even more. I think was it 12 goals in 13 games against them. Fucking excellent record. I wish he probably wishes he could play them every week. He'd have a better record than Holland. But I'll go for Wilson and an honourable mention to Maxi as well because I really think he has really upped his game. You see the assist that he got last night for Wilson, amazing cross. Um, Starting to try and make more decisions where he's playing the ball instead of trying to do it all of himself like he has done for a lot of the time that he's been at Newcastle. But he's starting to be more of a team player, starting to really show that. And I think he was robbed of an assist when Murphy had an amazing chance last night, saved by Fabianski. But yeah, playing as a team, winning away, great to see. Got two big away games coming up. Brentford this weekend, and obviously a very tough trip to Villa Park the weekend after. But I'm confident. I'm confident in this team. Confident in them group of players. But yeah, get your comments in. Who was your man of the match? What did you think of today's? What did you think of yesterday's game? Do you think I'm chatting shit? Do you actually think it was a really good performance from Newcastle, or do you feel like yeah, do you feel like there was a couple of weird performances, Dan Burn in particular? Um, oh yeah, am I chatting shit again? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, 5-1 winners, fucking happy days, third in the league. As a Newcastle fan, it doesn't really get much better than that. So yeah, I'll love yous and leaves for now and catch you on the next Magpie 24/7 video. I say that.